up-and-coming artist, a rapper, a songwriter, considering moving to a major music hub, maybe New York and LA and Atlanta, when you move to major cities like Los Angeles, and what he's considering is moving to a city that has a lot more going on. He's in, middle America. You might be somewhere else in the world, thinking about going to one of these major music hubs to meet people, connect, make networking opportunities, all the good stuff, better studios, all that. But you're concerned when you move to these kind of cities, what you're doing is spending extra money in things like rent, in things like getting around if you're in LA, getting around no matter what, in the opportunity to build a team. And that's down the road going to save you a lot of time and energy.
Do you know what a market is? All right. So if we're talking about entertainment, do you know what a major market is? Maybe I should look that up for the real definition, but I'll tell you what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about a major market being somewhere that when they want things to spread and take off, they focus in these areas because they know these areas influence other areas to pick up and do things. So if I push an artist in this market, which may be a city, it may be a region, it may be a, markets break down from demographics, and demographics are just numbers and statistics as to where people are. It's just Census Bureau information flipped around so that you can make money off of it. What happens is, if you're not in a major market, you could be as talented as you want to be, but nobody's going to see you, to be honest with you. There are one-off situations, as there always are statistically. Okay, had to fight that off real quick. But at the same time, it doesn't negate what I'm saying. If you're not in a major market, your chances are slimmer. And if your chances are slimmer, the amount that you have to do, the amount of effort that you have to put in becomes more. Quite frankly, if you're sitting in a major market city and you make an effort to be heard, when you are heard, you have the ability to go further. That is potential energy. Physics, hello. But if you're not in that market, you'll be the most popular person in that entire city and not be able to sell as much tickets or physical, not copies, but copies of records or get enough streams, or you might not be able to do the numbers that somebody in one of those major markets can pull off, being just as popular as you. You could have the same amount of fans in a non-market that you do in a major market, and get further in the main market with the same fans. 500 people in a cornfield versus 500 people right next to the label is different. 500 people that keep consistently moving around the city that the label's in, keep making noise every time people who make decisions wake up and travel to work to make decisions based on other people. They keep bumping into one of these 500. They're not going to bump into the cornfield 500. Why is that? Why does that hurt people's feelings? Why does that make people mad to know that's just not your situation? It's okay. Don't be upset. It doesn't mean you have to move. It means you have to shift your focus. It means your money is gonna have to be spread and put into different areas that the major market guy wouldn't have to. But just be aware of it so that you could do something. What would Harriet Tubman say?
I freed 1,000 slaves, and I could have freed 1,000 more if they only knew they were slaves.
There's a lot of problems with people being aware of their situation. And you cannot be saved or helped or aided if you don't become aware of your situation. Why are people afraid to be aware? Please don't be afraid to be aware. Please don't be afraid to think. Don't listen to what they say. Don't be afraid to think. Overthought can lead to foresight. Don't shun thought. Please, people. Look, I'm black. highest suicide rate season. You know, if you're ready to go, go ahead, kill yourself.
You been there all night, yeah. I just wanna vibe. Come and let me vibe, yeah. Need a couple drinks, I can see it in her eyes, yeah. I just wanna vibe. Someone throw me 5, I'ma call her over. I don't need a shooter.